My battery wore out. I wasn't even looking at the little flashing thing. All right, so I don't know how. Here's another earthquake map. This is obviously 2008, but it's a great indicator of, again, the seismic zones. So it's kind of interesting how Arkansas is, northeast Arkansas has a highly volatile area. You know, California, all this Ring of the Fire area, it actually goes this way, is highly volatile. But just to let you know, there's other places, but there's that one. And let me get back up here. Okay, now here are the shale gas basins. Okay, so now we're going to get into the fracking. Fracking is bad. You know, you could study it on your own, but here are the major shales, some of them that are being used, and as you can see, let me go to Arkansas. This whole area right here, and that also includes Polk County and stuff, it's just, they're really destroying the water there. That helps. Anyway, so, and you know, they don't show any on this map for California, and I just wanted to tell you, here where they talk about some of the best farming areas in California, they're destroying the water and groundwater there. They don't talk about it, but, you know, it's not like anybody else. It's interesting, I suppose, if you live here, but it's just sad when you read about it, you know, the more you learn, it's kind of disheartening to see that that's what they do. But we already know that the water was going to be destroyed, so it doesn't make me sad. It's just sad to see that that's what we're living through. You know, the poor fish and people that have to live that way. So there's some shell areas to give you an idea of the surrounding areas if you wanted to go somewhere. And I'm going to get to this part. If you had to strategically leave Arkansas, just like that area I showed you here that has that deep forest, might even want to work your way up to South Dakota, like if it really got bad here and there was war and all this kind of stuff, and trying to get to South Dakota up here, because there's going to be a lot of Americans who will stand their guard. And I don't know, I have that feeling there's something here that'll be like a shield, unless of course the Russians and other people just crush this way, which is highly possible. And again, if it does come this way, and then you have the other army and people coming in this way, I don't really know what you would do except go to the mountains, you know, the Colorado area, Utah area, because the mountain, that's going to be the best defense. As far as Arkansas being able to defend itself, it's just not possible. There's no way. I don't want to go too much into that from what I was reading. You've got hardcore people like you and Baron, Brother Joe, but, you know, when you're surrounded by hundreds of thousands of armed people, you eventually going to run out of ammunition, and they will overwhelm. And that is a real possibility because, you know, you've read Revelations, so you understand. And let's go here. Now, here's another Arkansas fracking. This one, you might want to check out. Earth Justice features Arkansas fracking. Yeah, I'm not a social justice warrior or anything like that. Those people are silly, really. But justice is something that we should be wanting, you know. Anyway, let me kind of zoom in here. These are just death sites, and I'll kind of go around. Texas is so awful, and Oklahoma also, just all the stuff they're doing with the fracking out there. But their fracking actually has recorded sicknesses, cancers, all kinds of stuff that is directly related to the fracking, the stuff that's in the chemicals that's put into the ground. And there you can see Arkansas right there. All right, what is that fracking in Arkansas? Let's go to the next one. Okay, fracking in Arkansas, the Ballotpedia, this gave some great information on the history of some of the stuff that was recorded out there. And you can click on these links and it'll just take you to what you wanted to know and kind of teach you just really what fracking is all about. But here we go. Look at that. And this is 2017, by the way. These were active. And by the way, how would I say? This is what is put out. And man, I don't want to get. How do you do something that's. This information was made available, but there's information that is not available, and if I was to put that information up, that would probably be considered classified, and it would be a lot more dark little black things which represent the actual sites. So this is your shell hydraulic fracking that occurs currently as of 2017 with 46,973 oil and gas wells in Arkansas. That equates to a lot of groundwater contamination. All right, and then this is just the oil and gas wells. Look at that. Those are the actual wells. So this is part of the earthquake thing. So as they destroy the underground, these are places that you probably want to avoid. You can see that. Again, I was looking at a job, Fayetteville, and Mountain Home, Yellville. I even saw something that it could have worked for forestry or something in some other Ville city that was between Yell and Mountain Home. And I guess Yeshua didn't want me to get it because I was going to move on it, and the guy sold the property to someone else for a little bit more. Again, I understand that, and I think thank God he did. So, I'll let you know what I'm looking at currently. But I'm going to pause it here again, and I'll come back with the next